Okay, so both of these obviously with the driver. You can see on this left-hand one now, almost a bit of a lean there on that left. So certainly your hands are a long way forward there at address, which is a lot of stuff we did with last session with the irons, okay? Which makes sense why you've kind of done that with the driver. There is a slight difference, as I say, with the driver. We're still getting the white lowercase y, yeah? It's just a little bit now tilted backwards slightly, okay? And if you think about it, your hands, we said in the first session back in the summer, are back by inside your left thigh. All that changes now is the club shaft would be there, yeah? And that would put the ball back in the stance slightly, okay? What we don't want is to lean the driver shaft forward this way, because that's putting so much sort of de-loft on the golf club, and that can cause you to catch top of the golf club sort of up here, and then you up in the air, okay? So because of that setup now, you can always see the shadow as well, the fact you're leaning on that left side, your shoulders are kind of aiming left. You've now, when you're in this golf club, got to kind of back things up as you come through. So as you're coming back here now, leaning back to try to get out your own way, and you just send it way to the right, or you might try and use your hands to save it, flick it with the right hand, and then up in the air you go. So there's a lot of compensations there, which obviously we said from a consistency standpoint are never really going to be what we're looking for. So from that better setup, it's going to take a bit of practice now. Your brain's going to want to try to still lean back, okay? Yeah. Ultimately, we got to try and get your lower half and your body moving towards target. So an impact here, okay? So your lower half now moving towards target there. You're not quite as lean back. There's going to be a little bit of a lean back, but not such an exaggeration. And then when you finish, obviously, you're on that left side, like you would do, like I say, skimming a pebble, throwing a ball sidearm, whatever it may be, hit a tennis ball. There's movement that way. But I think with the driver, there is a setup change, but it's still that letter, yeah? All we do now is you move the ball a little bit further forward, and then you have to adjust your body. And it feels initially like your shoulders are going way out to the right. When you put the stick across your chest, you're like, oh, hang on a second, they're not, yeah? And the club is going to be swinging a bit more on the sensation. That club feels like it's swinging a bit more kind of on a shallower angle. We don't want with the drivers leaning left and then coming down steep. It works with the irons. You hit them a long way. With the driver, not so good. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Excellent, very, very good, mate.